Flower Formula 6, Phacelia, clear senses. This very important indigo formula supports the sinuses and the nasal passages. The fascinating thing is that whenever we've been traumatized and we cry, we release a lot of energy through our sinuses. But when we are not able to cry, what I call internalized tears or private crying, it really does impact on the way our sinuses work. Our sinuses are very, very complex. We have 6 pairs of sinuses, and they guard the orifices of our face. But interestingly enough, when we have been very sad in our lives, this often causes a condition called sinusitis. It's entirely emotional, and it's very important to deal with these emotions before we can actually clear this complicated problem. Alongside sinus, of course, would be hay fever and pollen-related allergies and those sort of complications. But behind those symptoms, we will always find that there is a person who feels traumatized. The sinuses have a very important role, not just to protect us from the atmosphere and the atmospheric pollution, but also to help us to deal with the emotional impact of tragedies in our lives. I often find that people use this formula whenever they are snoring or whenever they find that they have difficulty breathing. It's really quite worrying that many of our children have suffer with this sort of emotional situation, and it's often tied up with self-esteem. I find that when children are being bullied or when they're being abused or they feel unsure of themselves, and this happens right the way through childhood, of course, often this has an impact on the way the sinuses work. This beautiful, powerful formula, Flower Formula 6, also has a really great benefit whenever anybody has a mucus-related condition. Our mucus pathways keep us alive, keep us healthy, and there is no doubt that there is a monumental relationship between emotion and mucus trauma. If you'd like to know more about this formula, please don't hesitate to contact us.